What's up, guys? I'm Tate with the Outdoor Gathering, and this is
Eric with Outdoor Gathering.
we are going to talk about dry bags. So,
Yeah.
I'm a total noob to the water world. So, Eric,
Yes.
dry bags. What are they? What are they for? Why do I need them?
Well, when you're talking about getting on the water with your kayak, you want to put your gear that you don't want to get wet in a dry bag, no matter what kind of boat you have. So, when you're going to choose one, my big recommendation is find one made of the PVC material. Yeah.
Okay. So, we're going on a 3-day kayaking trip. We need some dry bags. What PVC? What else do I need to look for? What do I need to stay away from?
Well, size, like depending on like how big is your sleep system. To me, that's probably one of the most important things to keep dry. So how big of a bag you need. A lot of times I get different sized bags so that I can kind of put individual things in there that I know, like, oh, this is my toiletry bag, or this is my cook bag, or this is my first aid bag, things like that. So I can easily identify that bag when the time comes that I need it. The bags that I would kind of steer away from, sorry, Sea to Summit, I apologize, but these big water dry bags or big river dry bags with the little squares, if these things sit in the water too long, they will go right through there. Same thing like these Walmart bags. If you have these bags, don't go throw them away. There's always a place for them. So if you have your sunscreen, little things that doesn't matter if it gets wet or not, go ahead and use these bags to keep everything together. But I just wouldn't recommend using these bags for something that you really don't want to get wet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as far as colors go, do those mean anything different, or are those just preference?
Just personal preference.
Okay.
I like having a wide variety of colors just so I can identify what's in that bag.
Okay.
Seal Line makes great bags. I like the way they roll down. NRS also, here's a small NRS bag, and the massive green one down there is also a great bag. They use that for white water and things like that.
So now let's talk about how do I roll it up. I got a couple new dry bags. We're getting ready for a trip. What is the proper way to roll one of these things up? How do I make sure my stuff stays dry?
Most of the time on any type of roll down situation, you want at least 3 rolls. So with the Seal Line, they have this nice black line on either side. You roll it, you pinch that together, and then you 1, 2, and 3. So it does take some of that room away. So you have to realize that too. When you're packing these down, you have to leave room at the top to roll that down. But 3 rolls and you're waterproof. Nice. And you can do more. You can do 4, you can do 5, but a minimum of 3 rolls.
Okay. So the next thing I'm sure everyone's wondering is cost. Does a cheap bag mean it's bad, and does a expensive bag mean it's good?
I would say not necessarily. Most, for instance, this Sea to Summit right here and this massive Sea to Summit down there, those bags are not very cheap, and they will soak through. Pretty much, I've never had a bag made out of this PVC material, this type of material soak through. And these range in prices, but I mean, this Ascend, I know they're a pretty affordable bag. Yeah. And I mean,
less than $20, you can get a good quality Ascend bag.
Yeah. How many 10 liters? So you can put plenty of like day stuff or what. I mean, 10 liters is a pretty good sized bag. So there's a lot you can do at that size. But no, not necessarily. I mean, as long as you find the right material, you're going to be fine. But like this Watershed bag we have back here, it's my favorite bag, best bag you can buy, and you will pay for that bag for sure.
All right, so you mentioned that the Watershed is probably your most expensive, and it's your favorite.
Correct.
Why?
Well, a couple of reasons. Most of these bags you have to roll down 3 times, a minimum. So you're gonna get less usable room. So you got to think like you can't go down, you can't fill it up past like this mark right here. So it takes up some of that room. A Watershet bag, they have this seal at the top. You break it open, you can stuff this thing full of whatever you want to put in there. And then once you seal this up, you just clip this together.
Oh, nice.
Seal that up. That's your seal. And literally the bag is waterproof right now.
Wow. So you don't have to roll it.
No, you typically, I mean, it has clips on the side and around here. So you're just clipping it together, but this bag is waterproof right now,
Wow.
as is.
Yes. I like the big wide opening. I feel like that's perfect for your sleep system, sleeping bags.
And so whatever you put in here, now you're accessing it like a duffel bag instead of like a big
pulling
tube.
everything out just to get to it.
Yeah. So it's just for me, a lot of guides down big white water and big rivers that we've done. A lot of guides use these.
Okay.
And, they seem very trustworthy of these bags.
Yeah.
And I am too now. I'm a believer.
Cool. Well, if you guys have any other questions, reach out, shoot us an email, reach us on YouTube,
for sure.
Instagram, wherever, and we'll give you the most honest feedback we can.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if I mentioned this. Most of my experience has been, I've been kayaking and overnight trip kayaking for like the last 10 years.
Okay.
So I've used a lot of different things, used a lot of different gear.
Yeah. So keep that in mind as you kind of process this video. This is from the perspective of someone who they love to do multi-day kayaking trips.
Correct.
Cool.